The battle on Reach was fantastic.
It was so much fun to shoot it.
It's a huge, devastating moment.
Just let Reach fall. They knew this was gonna happen.
And this is humankind taking an almost last stand, and being able to bring that to live action is hard.
We had to look at ways and means of being able to see that fall take place.
Run.
The fall of Reach impacts the overall story in a massive way because, as most people who know Halo know, the fall of Reach is a central part of Halo storytelling. It's a massive event in Halo lore. Focus on the mission. Stay alert.
It was a really painstaking, time-consuming process, and each step along the way, they vetted the safety first, and then we talked endlessly about how we were gonna do it.
Well, we're gonna be here, and they're gonna be over here.
You know, it's a big deal, the fall of Reach. It's a call to self-sacrifice.
Having our Spartans there and being able to really feel sort of the desperation of that moment was really important for us.
It's the loss of humanity's stronghold.
The scope and scale of the conflict and of the battle is huge and was very, very exciting to shoot.
We need to be efficient today. We're gonna move very fast.
At times harrowing to shoot.
Reach is under attack.
The approach to filming the fall of Reach was, I think, the same approach that we took to everything this season in terms of being in our characters' perspectives. A good portion of the first part of the episode, we're following Master Chief and a character named Talia Perez across the city of Reach during the attack. So a lot of continuous shots, which gives us this feeling of being pursued, and we're glimpsing what we're all about to lose.
It took a while to shoot, but Fall of Reach is my favorite scene. It's just so good. One big one shot in the edit, but it took us, quite some days to shoot. And I think being in those explosions, I'd never really done much of that before, and that was new and exciting. You can't really prepare yourself for it either.
The amount of time, the amount of effort, the amount of passion and love that you need to have, it's so hard to do something as big as this.
3, 2, 1.
Then we would rehearse it, then we would do it, and then we would do it again, and then we would do it again.
Either you get it right on the first take, and then it's like, oh, amazing, we got it. Or you don't get it right, and you have like 20 takes of explosions and explosions and explosions, and the reset of that.
Obviously, you're told, okay, there's going to be explosions here, and then this so big. But until it happens, you just have no idea. And actually, often the reactions are real because in the midst of it all. And it was just so exciting to shoot.
To me, with this beautiful cast and this beautiful crew, this freaking awesome crew, amazing.
I think we were able to pull off how momentous the stakes were, and at the same time have it feel like a very personal battle as well.
Here we go. You're firing. You're firing. One.
It's a snap-up.
That's another example of collaboration between different departments. The effects involved in all the battles in Reach, because we have several actually.
Let's do this.
The whole city is getting destroyed. We had to build streets and bridges and destroyed buildings. It had everything from digidoubles to full environment to big explosions to multiple different types of creatures and weapons. So if there's the iconic VFX work that you want to work on, that's it. It had a little bit of everything from beginning to the end.
For the Battle of Reach, we had to put together a very large package of breakaway items, a lot of pyro, a lot of air cannons. And safety was a very big factor, mainly because I wanted to get the main characters into the action and in amongst the flying debris, if you like, and so that they could operate safely and feel safe whilst performing.
It took us a while to figure it out, but at the end, I think the outcome will be super exciting for everyone.
Is that all you got?
So my position here in the production of Halo is the military advisor. When you look at the Halo game, there's some very unique things to it, and we try to capture some of that in the fight choreography, try to make it authentic by having a consistent feel as far as the lingo and some of the dialogue that we use.
So we want to match it.
The tactics that our Marines are using. My background is I'm a 25-year special operations veteran. I spent a couple years in the 1st Ranger Battalion. And then I spent the next 23 years in the Green Berets or the Special Forces in the U.S. Army.
Stand erect with your shoulders back.
The military authenticity of the show is really important, not just in the gunplay and the battle scenes and all that, but actually the characters, Master Chief and Kai and Riz and Vanic, getting to see them as people, because that's the reality of warfare. These are people, and these people have emotions and they have feelings and they get burned out and stuff happens to them. When we're training folks, I try not to just make it like a sport shooting thing. I like it to be more like how people feel when they're in a gunfight.
Give every scene 100% action. We gotta see your body language.
I've had the opportunity to work with all of the Spartans. They are all super, super professional. They work their butts off to play these superhero characters that we all enjoy watching. They're very, very keen on making sure what they do looks authentic. It's a pleasure to work with them. It's awesome.
I see some hard-ass Marines.
So Fall of Reach, it's kind of this all is lost moment where the planet's getting overtaken and they've all fallen back to this kind of Alamo position.
I'm gonna make the Covenant pay for every inch of this planet.
And then Admiral Keys comes in, and Danny does such a great job. He comes in and he gives this speech as kind of Patton-esque, but maybe a little bit of Gladiator added into it, where it's, what we do today echoes into eternity, one of those types of speeches.
You will be remembered.
The fact that he was like, I'm gonna die because many more people are gonna survive.
And he kind of tries to evoke in the Marines that are there, hey, this is what's going down. I owe you the truth, just to save their fellow mankind.
And are you okay with ad-libs on anything? Like let's say,
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't put it. Okay. We can't
We're only one an episode, so.
Really?
Vanic's death is a major event for everybody involved.
We're gonna have to learn how to make Halo without you, to be honest.
Thank you, brother.
It's a very grave decision. We have, great affection for the characters, but it's also a human being that portrays the character.
Killing off a character is so hard because you're also losing a member of your family, right? When it comes from the perspective of our cast.
I don't think you can faithfully tell a story about war without telling the story of what it means to lose and lose people. Even though Halo is a fictional universe, the intensity of the experience that we want our audience to go for, I think, is something that connects to something very real.
His name was Vanic.
We are in Carter Studio, and we are at a set designed as the FleetCom headquarters. This is where the battle midway through the second season takes place, where we really get, our behinds kicked, you know what I mean?
They're coming Sarahward, and he says, Scotch. Not yet.
With a scene like this, it's very important to be mentally tough. So you don't get affected, you do the job. The most important thing for me is the performance.
And you're kind of doing this
to make it as believable as possible.
1, 2, 3.
Vanic, the character, he is a soldier. Any empathy for him would not come from him. Whatever end he meets is kind of written in stone for him. As a soldier, as a Spartan, right? You want to go out on your shield. It's a lifetime mission that only ends kind of one way, and we all know, At least he does. Halo is just amazing. I'm a fan. I've been a fan for a very long time. Play the games. It's a big deal. It's a great character to play. I gotta say to my fans, I love you. I am you. I see myself in you, and I see you in me. We don't cry, we don't sob, and we go out like soldiers, man. This is what we do. Yeah, fantastic character to play.